Hi everyone, Dale Ann here. Thought I would show you what I have made for myself this year just to get organized with the holiday season coming up. We'll coordinate with notes and all kinds of other things I've had over the years so I can put them all together and know who I gave what to, what cards I sent, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm calling this my holiday planner. This is made from Staples. They have these composition books that are recycled paper. I like the color of the composition book compared to other colors. And there's actually more pages in theirs. There's 100 pages in theirs. I think the other composition books have only 60. This holiday planner was made with all stuff I've already had for years. So I'll just walk you through. First, the elastic band that's on here is a leftover elastic remnant that I got from my mom. I think it's actually called lingerie elastic. And so I made sure that it would be smaller than what the book is, but also would keep it tight once it got really full, because already it's exploding. I went into my Christmas scrapbooking paper stash, found this old, I think it's from like 2007 Stampin' Up. This right here is a coaster. When I did the Canada Day coasters in June, I had made a boo-boo on one of them, and so I covered up with more Stampin' Up paper here. And then just punched a couple flowers with the floral punch from Stampin' Up, and same paper as this. Used this little tiny rough edges alphabet set. It's an old Stampin' Up set. Inside, more Stampin' Up paper. And I wanted to have a pocket in front just to add things that I come across before I put it into the sections that are here. Before I could figure out how to add the pages, I just used red duct tape here. I wish the tape wasn't such a strong red. I did use Distress ink over it, and it softened it a little, but not very much. I used it's not available anymore from Stampin' Up, but it made these tabs. And so I just used all kinds of scraps to make the tabs. I used double-sided tape along this edge, and then I used the glue stick all over the page and then smoothed it out on this side. That's how I did all the pages, and then added the tabs. Very first section is budget. For years we have lived on my husband's pension budget, so this was totally not necessary for me, but I wanted to start keeping track of how much I spent on, maybe doing all the cards. How much did the postage cost? And that kind of stuff. And I make a lot of the gifts myself, so I didn't leave very many pages for that. So I'll assign one page for each year. I added the brown envelope for receipts. The next section is calendar countdown. I will add a 2014 calendar here. I haven't printed it off the computer yet. This is how I usually work all year. In January, I start making one gift a month. And years ago, when I was on a quilting group, we started Christmas every month. And we would make one gift a month and put it in a tote. And so when it came time to giving gifts, we always had something already made. I want to start sending out thank you cards for the gifts received, or just, maybe we spent time with somebody or whatever. July, start making cards. I actually started in May, but this is a good reminder to start making cards. Set them aside in a separate box or container, and then when it comes time to deciding how many cards we're going to send out, I'll just count how many cards there are. In September, check to see what gifts are already made. So go to my Christmas Every Month basket and then make a plan, detailed plan for making the gifts that I need to make for the rest of the year. October, finalize all the plans and make shopping lists if I need to shop for more supplies, or maybe instead of making a gift for somebody, buy gift cards or put them on the list. November 15th, I want to make sure to send out all the international cards that I make. December 1st, send out all the others. So I've left spaces so that I can add other items that I come across that I may not have thought of already. Once I have the calendar down, I will have more detailed countdown than this. So in September, when I check to see what gifts that I need to make a list. Okay, the week of September, whatever, I need to maybe start planning, decide what to make for so-and-so. Second week of September, pick out all the fabrics, or, depending on what all the supplies, and on like that, so that when it comes to final week of November, I can wrap all the presents and get them ready to, if I have to mail them, if we're not going to see somebody over the holidays. So that kind of stuff. I've left pages for that. The next is card list. I've already put a little sketch for a card I want to try, and then I have notes in here of how I want to set up the pages once I start adding the addresses. And this envelope is for card ideas, more sketches, maybe a photo of a card that I saw on Instagram or Flickr or Pinterest or something. And then once I start receiving cards, some of the favorites can go in here, and then make supply lists for whether I need more envelopes and what kind of envelopes, white, cream, craft, do I need more cardstock, and that kind of stuff. This section is about decor. We have grown-up kids, and I want to get back into the habit of putting the tree up, maybe decorating a little. I always enjoy making new ornaments every year, so I want to put down ideas for that. And I like listening to music, and most of the time it's just music. It's no one singing, so I have a lot of CDs for that. So that's what this section is all about, decor. This section is about gift giving. List all the people that I'm going to be making gifts for. I had an old book that I had used in 2006, and then at the back of that section there was even a 2003. If I look through a magazine or on Instagram or Pinterest, an idea for a stocking stuffer comes up, so I can just stick a note in there. Also start planning the gift tags that I want to use. This section is about meal planning. I have guessed how many people, how big the turkey needs to be, and or if we're going to share cooking, then who's going to have the buns and who's going to make the salad and that kind of stuff. And this is for any new recipes that we come across and like, and receipts. This section is all about traditions. If we're going to get together, this would assign somebody to buy the puzzle for Christmas Eve, because as a family we always have a new puzzle to put together. And I've also put music in here because on puzzle night, Christmas Eve, the TV goes off and you only listen to music. So that's this section. And this year I want to ask the kids what their 10 favorites have been over the years of the traditions that we do. I know they appreciate the puzzle night and Christmas Eve. And Christmas morning, nobody is allowed to unwrap any of their presents until everybody gets up. They are allowed to get their stocking and open everything in their stocking, and that holds true to today. This last section is notes. Any other notes that don't fit into any of the tabs here. And then I've also made a different kind of pocket here. And I didn't cover the back because I didn't think it needed it. I hope you got some ideas maybe for yourself, and thanks for watching. Bye now.